Behind me is a LIEBHERR 731C and a TEREX D600D. Not really sure the story on them, what state they're in, when's the last time they ran, things like that. They're actually probably headed for the scrapyard. That's why we're here today. See if there's any usable life left in them. See if we can do something before they get cut up. So my name's Tyler. You guys are watching Diesel, and today we're going to try and fire these two dozers up and make a determination. Should they head to the scrapper, or should they be saved to push some dirt another day? All right, so this dozer actually looks in a little better shape than the TEREX, so I want to start over here. This is a D600D, probably about 35,000 pounds or so. Kind of a unique unit. It is a TEREX machine. It's not a Euclid machine with a Detroit diesel in it. It's got a 6-cylinder Hanomag diesel in it. I'm not sure where that's from. Someone, if you know in the comments, put it down there. So I have no idea. I guess we can just start going around and checking fluids, but it doesn't look like a bad machine. You can tell it was lime green and it was repainted. The grousers look good. The undercarriage looks okay. The sprockets look decent. I would have to think she's got some life left in her. I just know the one thing is these machines are really, really going to be hard to find parts for. Big machines though, nice machines. Let's check the oil. Oh yeah, that looks great actually. So the story is, just the guy kind of tragically passed away, and now his wife is here trying to clean up the estate, you know. And I know it's really hard to clean up stuff like this, so a lot of times what people do is they call it the scrapyard and they say, get it out of here. But I hope it doesn't get to that. Oh, that was good. Yeah. She's got coolant in her. Had a little bit of pressure, so that's good. Oh, it's got a nice rain gap on it. That's a little hacked up, but I wouldn't really expect it to have too much water down there. She should spin over. There's a big starter. Boy, that's a German starter if I ever saw one. Air cleaner's probably fine. I'm not sure. It's probably a 10'6" blade. It's not small by any means. Oh. Looks like it was leaking a little bit maybe, but. Is this our fuel primer pump? Yeah, she's flowing fuel. I kind of almost expect them both to light right off, just because they look like they were running dozers. But those are always famous last words. So let's hop in. Oh wow, there's a key in it. That was left on. Important. Turn starter key firmly in clockwise direction. No idea what that is. 558 hours. Wow, she's brand new. Safety. Then we got our blade. And then I believe this is our steering down here. And then we should probably check the fuel. And then there's just 2 dipsticks down here. So no idea what this one is. This one looks good actually. One thing I'm curious about is, what do you guys think this machine's worth? And you might want to wait to put your guess down there until after we start it up, but I really am curious. Because I still struggle to price these things. Alright. There's absolutely nothing on this one. That's not good. Okay, so one other thing is, where's the throttle? How do you... These are all blade controls. These are all brakes. Oh, there's another dipstick. Wow. This is way more complicated than the caterpillars. That looks good there. So one of them's empty. What one is that? Oh yeah, okay. That is our throttle. My question is, which way's on and which way's off? Oh, okay. All right. So I'm guessing this is up. It's kind of a neutral. Let's just see. Oh, wow. So we're getting something. All right, so we do have hydro oil. That looks good. Yeah, there's fuel in there. It's not full like the gauge says, but you can see the shine. I'm trying to see why that one dipstick is super low, because that's not good. And if you look, it's the very back one, which is interesting, and then I'll show you this. This is off, so maybe someone was under there. There's a plug for the final drives, see that? So I wouldn't expect that to be final drives. I wonder if that's like a steering pressure system or something. There's another plug right there. Boy, I don't see any plates off under here though. I don't see any massive leaks either. But it's just hard to say how long this thing's been sitting, right? We have no idea. So my dad is in Florida right now. And I'll tell you what. Boy, see, this one says 11.8. This one over here looks rough though. Saying 20 volts. We better put those in. I'll tell you what, I'm missing him right now because it's a little uncomfortable working on other people's stuff. Even though it might be scrap, it's just like, ew, it's nice to have another set of eyes. All right, so just real quick, positive to negative to positive, and ground is right here, which seems really weird. Let me see. So they got it set up right now as a, oh, okay, that's just interesting. The battery disconnect is on the ground. Just throw me for a loop. Now this one's stupid big. Oh my God. An 8D is just unnecessary. Judging by those batteries, she's been sitting a minute. Boy, I need something to stand on. Perfect. Oh my God. Can't wait to do this twice. I'm sweating. We're not gonna go over the top. Oh boy. Now's when I start to get nervous. All right. I guess we can see if she bumps over. And then it shuts off pretty easy. Judging by our episode we had when we started the TD20. I don't want any issues with the starter sticking. I'm nervous. Tense with excitement. This is my throttle. And I'm thinking this is idling. Let's just see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Boy, the one thing I hate is that I don't have an oil pressure gauge. Wow, it's gonna light right off. How do you shut it off? All right. I'm guessing that's got to be a full load screw, and I was on that. So I took it off it. So hopefully that means it's off. No, the only other question is like the oil pressure gauge just broke. And it's just gonna pee oil everywhere. I don't know. This is interesting too. There's like a little cable that goes up to the radiator. Is that so you can't run it when the radiator's open? I have no idea. Okay, yeah, I think I got the shut off. Oh, yeah. Looks good. We don't have any oil pressure, obviously, but we are getting those two pressures. Blade lifts. Wow, did that thing start good? That's amazing. I don't see any huge oil leaks, which is good. Let's see. Well, that's backwards, but that must be. Won't move like I thought. If I back up, I don't want to run over their canoe. But how you empty this? It's not gonna move anyway. Maybe that's the problem. Well, I think I'm gonna let her idle and let her warm up for a little bit. But I'm guessing the issue is whatever is empty is the problem. Actually, second thought, maybe I should let it warm up if it's out of fluid. I don't want to smoke anything. Is that forward and reverse? Oh, hold on a second. That's interesting. Pretty cool. Oh boy. Price just went up. Shit. Oh, we got a runner, boys. There's no denying it. And that's actually kind of cool the way that works. This is your speed, probably low, medium, high. And then that's your throttle and forward and reverse. And then this is just middle throttle. Huh. Well, like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think the price is. Because it is a Hanomag dozer, Hanomag, whatever you want to call it. So it's probably kind of rare. And one of those cases is extremely empty. It could just be low, I guess. I probably shouldn't be too harsh on that. But honestly, it looks like a pretty freaking nice dozer. I know one thing. She ain't going to sit here and rot, I'll guarantee you that. So, cool. One down. Let's see what the old LIEBHERR says. I think I'm going to nickname it the teddy bear. I don't know why. It just looks kind of cool. All right. So this is a LIEBHERR 731C. Both of these are about the same size. I think they're both about 35,000 pounds, and they're both probably mid-80s, early 90s dozers. So this is a hydrostat machine. So that doesn't really make me feel warm and fuzzy because it's just, they're expensive, they're hard. The undercarriage on this. So this side actually has, it's got real nice grousers on it. It looks like it has a brand new chain and sprockets on this side. I'm not sure about the idlers or anything. And there's still mud on it, which kind of tells me it was maybe used recently. You know, boy, that front idler feels pretty good. So that's good. And then there's a brand new chain, I think, I'm guessing, but I think that's for this side. If you look, this chain, the sprocket's okay, but the chain is so-so. You can feel there's quite a bit of wear on there. So I'm guessing that that's what that chain's for. No, on second thought, I want to check. So anyways, the blade's chained up on this. So I'm wondering if they blew a line or something. Could be very typical. This has, I believe, a V6 Mercedes diesel in it, which is very odd. It's got like a wider blade on this one. Yeah, kind of a cool machine. So I don't know, allegedly, this was the one that ran. Oh, that doesn't mean they didn't get it backwards. Oh yeah, she's got fuel in her. You guys can see that. I also see some ether in this. So yeah, I thought I had hydraulic fuel. Oh yeah, no hydro in her. So must have blown a line. Either of these two, it could have blown. Or a cylinder or something. Oh boy. Ooh. That one too. That's in great shape there. So let's see. Man, the door like opens nice. It clicks open. Those Germans. Yuck. So I think, okay. Stop. Run. This got to be blade over here. And this has got to be our drive over here. Okay, throttle. Low, high. Okay. So let's, oh, that's where our key goes. Let me find the batteries and we'll check those quick. They don't look bad. It's a great place for a bar to jump out and arc your battery terminals. It's funny, these machines really not that bad, I don't know. Absolutely nothing. Which would make me think there's gotta be a battery disconnect on it. I really don't want to move those two batteries by myself. 4 volts. Batteries are coming out. Oh man, now that's kind of cool. Oh wow. This is too tall. Oh, I need my battery. A little better. Oh, jeez. Elm Ford is worth it. Oh. America. Okay. Alright, so this was the outer battery, so it went positive, negative, negative, positive. So I'm thinking if my positive was on here, my negative was here, then I must have just looped between the positive and negative. So I gotta go positive. So this guy is gonna go here, and this guy is gonna go here, I believe. Actually, this might work better. I can put you on negative out here, you on positive in here, and then I can just go like this. Alright, let's just check quick. Make sure we have 24 volts. Okay. Yep. Cool. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah. What is there, a safety? Aha. didn't even check the oil. Jeez. I did not expect that. Boy. Oh, it looks like a Allen head or something stupid. Look at that. Wow. Now, if this is not a piece of amazing German engineering, I'm not sure what really is. Look at that. V6 magic. Oil is on the other side. Might be trans right there. We'll have to see. She looks good. I mean, she lit right off. How much can there be to it? Antifreeze is good. Yeehaw. Wow. This must be our trans oil. And look at the freaking crud on that. That's not good. This is what I'm talking about, hydro units, guys. I mean, like, what happens is the pump goes or the motor goes, and then it puts all the crud through the entire system. So you can have one part go bad, and it literally just takes out the whole system. I mean, it don't look bad. I just don't know why there's so much rust on it. I mean, it's like muddy coming out. You know, maybe it just got water in it. But then instead of replacing one part, you're replacing the whole, basically the traction unit on the dozer, right? So that sucks. And if you guys are asking what the price is on these, in my mind, the price is not that much, because unless you know the history of it, unless you can show it's been maintained right, you basically buy it knowing that there's going to be several catastrophic things wrong with it, and you're going to have to fix those. So you got to be able to turn your money in and get some money back out of it. So scrap is usually what the price is. And we learned that the hard way in the 977s, because scrap was too much for those, actually. So this is our oil dipstick, engine oil. So it says Mercedes-Benz on it. And that looks great. See that? All right. So I think we're at least good to start it now. I can't believe it started as fast as it did. Also, no turbo on this unit. That's kind of interesting. Just straight exhaust. So it must be a pretty high-powered, naturally aspirated V6. Yep. All right, let's see what we got here. Pressure coming up. So this unit says it has 12,000 hours on it, and that thing works. So I bet it kind of does. That's nice. Zero hydraulics for the blade. let's just look real quick and make sure there's not a like a dipstick or something that we're missing. But I don't think we are, because I don't know what the other dipstick I would have found would be. In my mind, on a hydro unit, we've got hydraulic fluid, which we know is empty because it probably blew a hose or something. I don't know. For some reason, it has a giant blade hydraulic system leak. And then the other dipstick we checked under the hood, I thought was probably the drivetrain. It's hydro. It's really just going to be one dipstick because it's a pump and a couple drive units, right? So I'm not sure. Let me see. The seat's about to fall off, but that ain't it. So the problem with this guy is too, if you guys noticed, I moved it like maybe 6 inches with that one, and then it locked up and that was it. So it's a hydro machine. It does have a massive leak. You can see it there. But on a hydro machine like this, you're basically probably pulling like a planetary or a shaft out of the finals, because they don't move. You can't tow them at all. I don't see anything in here except for a reverse buzzer and the actual hydrostatic pump units. And that one has a massive leak on it. See that? So, oh yeah, look at all that stuff up there. I would say, unless, well, here's the deal. Unless the blade reservoir and the drive reservoir is all the same unit and all the same fluid, I have no idea what that dipstick I found under the hood would be. I'd say this one's got some serious issues. And this one actually might be parts or scrap, right? But we'll see. You know, you guys watching it, you guys will let me know what's going on. But, you know, because it could be, if this is all the same reservoir for everything, this is clearly empty. And that could be, I didn't see anything squirting out, but that could be why the blade is chained up, because the blade won't work unless it has hydro in it. And it could not have hydro in it because it's just got a massive leak back here. So that's interesting. But I don't think she's going to move today. Although I might set her up and let her idle for a few more minutes just because. Boy, you can hear the hydro whining a little bit, but it's not gonna move. It's gotta be just low on fluid or something. Wow. Definitely two pretty cool pieces though. Awesome. Amazing. Well, I think, like I said, you guys need to tell us what it's worth and kind of what we should do with it. I really don't know what the asking price is on them, you know, because no one really knew what state they were in. And now I can kind of accurately make a determination. The TEREX, it seems good, but apparently the guy he bought before, you know, maybe a year or two before he passed, he bought like a D4 to finish up some work here or something. So that right there alone kind of makes me a little bit nervous in the sense of like, why didn't he just use one of these if they're running? The LIEBHERR could be the issue we're seeing. You know, maybe it just wasn't working. Didn't have hydraulics, couldn't push. But that TEREX, I mean, that thing sounds like ready to rip. So is the transmission slipping? Why is that one cavity low? I don't know. So in my mind, the price is still probably about scrap, you know, but we'll see. So you guys will be the first to find out if we do buy any of them. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. This is pretty fun, and there's a lot of pieces around here. So we'll see. You know, I know she's kind of stressed out, and probably rightfully so. She's got a lot on her plate here. So that's kind of why I'm here. I'm just seeing, you know, maybe I can help her get rid of a couple things. And I don't know if there's anything else that we'll pick up or do some videos on, but the problem is, you know, I still do this part-time, and she's kind of probably has to stare at it every day, all day. People want to get rid of stuff, you know. So, and that's what, like, we just bought the TD20. We still have two 977s blown apart, you know, on, it's Super Bowl Sunday right now, just to give you guys a time frame. So it's like, I'm just like staring at these. I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good deal, but I'm like, this is the last thing I need right now if I was set up for this stuff, but I'm just not, you know, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't know. You guys might see these again. You might never see them again. So I got to go. I'm going to go out and hang out with the wife and kid and probably watch the football game. So we'll see what happens. All right, just for the faithful that stuck around. International tractor. I think that runs. Legend has it. There's a Ford, maybe 6600 backhoe. That looks like it runs too because it's been sitting out in the open. Massey Ferguson. Now, I've seen TEREX, Euclid, Caterpillar, Huff International, Michigan, Clark loaders. I've never seen a Massey Ferguson loader, especially one this size. Check this thing out. I think this thing runs too. No idea what engine that is, but that is a massive straight six engine on this thing. Look at that. No turbo though. That's interesting. Huge. Massey Ferguson 77. Ugh. Check out the cab. Wow. Amazing. Look at this. I don't know. It's got to be a 3.5, maybe a 5-yard bucket. That's pretty cool. Look at the lift. Look at the tilt cylinder on that thing. 2 massive lift cylinders. We also have a cement truck. And there is a key for that, so that might run. But that thing is, that's a Mack. That's cool in itself. Check out this John Deere wide track. Look at the, must be like reducer extensions back there. It has a sickle bar ditch mower on it. This thing's really cool. I'm not sure what the story is with this, but this is probably something that should be saved. I mean, that's just amazing. Check that out. And then there is a whole collection of stuff back there that I'm not even going to show you guys today, because I don't want to give all the secrets away. But anyways, thanks for watching. This is going to be fun.